Hey everybody, this is David B69, and I am here because we are looking at the end of the regular season. We want to look at, let's see here. Did they send, nobody, okay, I think we have to move two of our guys. Okay, they already did. Um, I need to know, it's like apparently, see, there was something that happened. I mean, you can't just move people and me not knowing who. So let's do this. I can only imagine that was AAA. Okay, Kopak was moved to AAA and Castro was moved to AAA. Okay, those two are fine. Yeah, I mean, he was a pitcher we picked up, but technically I'm fine with him going down. Um, See, Painter wasn't on our major league squad either. See, he doesn't belong up here. This is the kind of thing that happens and stuff when you just advanced one day, advanced the day after the season, and the CPU decides to make roster moves and doesn't tell me what the roster moves are. And why is this Diaz guy up? I have no idea who he is. Look at this. He's never been on our roster all year long. Look at this. He's not. It's like there's no. You're not on our roster. Fine. I gotta figure out who you took off. Okay, I had Cody up. But honestly, Cody played like crap. But I, yeah, I had the playoff roster. Okay, then I'm gonna remove this clown from the playoff roster. Let's see, Painter, you need to get removed. So I need to find a pitcher that you removed from my roster. Yeah, that's why I had Kopak up. But added you to back to the playoff roster and remove Painter because you weren't on the playoff roster. Okay, I had Stubbs, I had Sosa, Vestevez, Abel was on there, Hayes is on there, Schwarber's on there. Tyler Alexander's on there, Ross is on there. So yeah, all these guys and stuff, they're like kind of high up, so we should be quite comfortable with everybody else. Okay, good. Like I said, this kind of crap should not happen. I mean, it should prompt me to take the people off that I want to take the off, not you just automatically do it. It's just, and like I said, it's like there's no indication by the game. Like you can see that I have this, but there's nothing that says they added these players to the playoff roster. I mean, nothing. There's just nothing that they moved these people down. They were on the roster, and if you watch my series, you know that they were on the roster. So it absolutely makes zero sense why they did this. I really just I'm always befuddled because this has been a bug that's been in the game for several years now, and it's just always miffs me to death. So now we have the question of who gets the short end of the stick. I kind of want Ranger to go to number 2 because I like the right, left, right. The only question is Tyler Alexander, who has a 4.15 ERA, or Mick Abel, who has a 4.23 ERA. Mick Abel has pitched more, 188 strikeouts, 166 innings. And Tyler Alexander, I mean, he's done a good job. You have a 4.15 ERA, but your strikeout thing is not that great. So, Mick Abel, you're going to get in just based on the fact that your whip is better. I mean, it's a 1.32 whip compared to 1.2. I got to go with the whip that is 1.2. It just makes more sense. There's more logic to it. That's another thing we're missing Ryan Kirkering. Um, Tanner Banks in I'm fine with not having him up on the roster, but it's another roster move that the CPU made that I did not make. Um, which just bugs me to death. Um, it's fine. I'm fine with it. Um, lineups. Pretty set with these lineups. We've been good with the lineups all year. So it's all good. What's email? Yay! I got a program reward. So worried about it. Okay. How's my GM goals doing? Finished with the best record in the majors. I got that goal. Woo-hoo. My GM rating is an A right now. Won the division, which is what a yearly goal. And the contract goal is to win the World Series. We're going to go for it this year. We're going to hopefully do it. We don't have to win a wild card series because we're pretty much automatically advancing to it. So I don't know how that would pop up, but like I overperformed that, so I don't get the goal. Our league leaders. Acuna gets batting average. Hits. Horner for the Cubs gets the hits. 198. It's really close to the 200 mark. Really, really good. At bats, Homer gets that and makes sense with the hits. Doubles. Horner again. 51 doubles. That's impressive. Harper had 48 for the Phils, and Trey Turner had 40 as well. Triples, Corbin Carroll with Diamondbacks, 15. Do you have anybody on here? No. We don't get that many triples. Of course, home runs. Harper won the home run race with 57. Schwarber was right there with 55. So that was like really close. And Olsen was a close third with 52. And Ohtani had 50. RBIs. Ozuna with the Braves had 142. Bryce Harper had 126. Corbin Carroll led in runs with 122, while Harper had 112. And Schwarber wound it up with 103. Yeah, never been a big stolen base guy because it's like even though things have changed in the real world, it doesn't seem to change as much when we're trying to play the games, in my opinion. Still get more caught stealings than not caught stealings, but maybe I'm just not that good at the timing of it or something. I don't know. Walks, I thought I would be better at walks. Who's my top walk guy? Schwarber, 71. Thought I'd have more. Acuna Jr. has a 427 on base percentage. Harper leads with a 677 slugging percentage. OPS of 1.048 for Acuna Jr. That's one of those nice things about not having to face him in real life because he's Mr. Injury Prone. Zach Wheeler had 20 wins. Ranger Suarez had 18. Losses, which means you're going on the low end. Suarez and Wheeler both had 6. Phillips wound up with being a save leader, but we just kind of like went around and stuff. And Hoffman had 18, Estevez had 16, most of them with the Angels. ERA, look at this, guys. Ranger, Wheeler, Nola, 1, 2, 3. That's just spectacular. It just shows you how good I am when for pitching wise. I am like a really, really good pitcher. Ranger was 1 short of leading the league in home runs allowed. Shutouts. Zach Gallen and everything had the most. Impressive because you have to do a complete game to get a shutout, so it does take a little bit. Strikeouts. Nola had 304, 34 more than the second place finisher. Nola just basically is on a different level in terms of strikeouts compared to other pitchers. And it used to not be that way. It used to be you had a pitcher, and it's like he used to be a contact guy when he first came in the league and first came up. And he seems to have changed the way he pitches now. So, innings pitch goes to Nola. Walks allowed goes to Wheeler. And Nola, yeah, I think it's just basically because I'm more in the zone. And that's why I get so little. Again, look at that whip for each one of these pitchers. Just absolutely insane. The WAR would be insane and everything to think about their contracts and stuff and everything. It's like negotiations. It would be just nasty. So, okay. I don't think there's no games today, so we can advance today. And I think there's games today. That's 1, 2, 3. Or no, actually, this one's 2, 3, 4. So the Cubs are going to play St. Louis starting Wednesday. Okay. Okay. So some teams are playing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and some teams are playing. Okay. Okay, so first one we got Minnesota winning over Houston. Arizona beat Atlanta. That's kind of entertaining. Okay, let's advance to another game. Arizona eliminates Atlanta. And St. Louis is up on Chicago. Houston and Minnesota are tied. And Baltimore takes a lead over Toronto. Next game. Baltimore advances, Minnesota advances, and Chicago and St. Louis are going to a final game to see who advances to play the Dodgers. Here we go. Now, see, it's technically, if St. Louis won, I think St. Louis would play the Phillies in real life. It doesn't show it that way in here. It doesn't matter anyway. Chicago won. Chicago beat St. Louis. So Chicago is going to play the Dodgers. They're the number overall 3 seed. And we are going to play against Arizona in a revenge series. So, yeah, button it up. It's going to get nasty as we have to face off against the Arizona Diamondbacks once again. Now, the nice part is the Braves are gone. So we don't have to deal with the Braves. They're done. They're gone home early. Um, so there's nothing to deal with there. Um, the other interesting thing is the Cubs and the Dodgers. That could be an interesting series. Minnesota, Texas. Don't know what to expect there. I expected Houston to actually beat Minnesota because they cheat all the time. So, um, but Minnesota advancing, I'm okay with that. That's actually kind of interesting. And Baltimore, Kansas City, kind of intrigued. Kind of intrigued. Baltimore would have a shot. Kansas City, they have a lot more youth, so it would definitely be an interesting series. We're going to be starting off with Rodriguez against Zach Wheeler. Um, Basically, got 2 games at home, then 2 games on the road, then 1 game at home. It's a best of 5. Um, that's just the way the division series is. It's only a best of 5, so you really do have to pound them first. So we will see you tomorrow, and we will start the division series tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.